Is that correct? I want to show you something in this video. Now, I don't know mathematics. What I do know is what I see. Now, if you see this Magen David, that's opened on an exact 135-degree lower level. Why I say 135? Okay, as I go from here to here to here to here. From here to here, it's only halfway down. It's the whole way down, but it's halfway down. Why I call it 135 is I move 1, 2, 3, 45, 45, 45, 135, and the other 45 here is 180, like a clock. Click, 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 click. When I draw the line down in between both sides of the X's, it's on line. It's exactly on a blue line. Do you see the blue line here? Well, this is on the blue line. This creates an 11. This creates a 9, 9, 11. The V open to 45, equaling to two sides of a different world, and the pin. The pin is in Jupiter. The pin opens up to Earth and Mercury. Low shoe opens up to Venus and Mars. 2 and 4. 9 lives of the cat. Because in between is the 9. The 9 lives in the cat is in between 2 and 4. This is two worlds. You open up the 7, okay? Now the 7, if you take a look how this is, the 7 would actually be only to one world, the spirit world, the gateway to the spirit world. That's why the 7 and the 8 card are the same. The L would open up 180 degrees. This 180 degrees would take you from Venus and put you directly into Pluto. It means she runs from Venus and Jupiter into Pluto. That's the way she runs. You can also say that this part here could be also the center of the clock. This would be midnight and this would be 9. The big arm and the small arm of the clock. When you go to 1:30, 45 degrees, or back up 45 degrees to 10:30, 10:30 on one side of the clock, 3 o'clock over here, and over here it's 2100 hours. The cube connects. 136 laws of Moses, 136 the points we get in football. How does that hook electrical and wires? 4 by 2 star. This is 2 rows over 1. When I finish doing this, if you actually take a look, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, there are 9 areas, tic-tac-toe. You have an X, 2 V's in the center because they go to 2 worlds. Here's a living area that joins here, above and below. They don't join here and here. Here would be 4 and 6. Here would be heads and tails, okay? Tic-tac-toe. Over here, if I drew the lines, this line would be on this side of the X over here. You see what the X does when they're drawn this way, the real way? The X's come inside the squares, and they now connect the lifeline between here and here because there's no interference with these lines. Don't forget, see these lines here? That's in one world. And then the lines this way, that's in the other world. And it's one page on top of the other page. The same way the computer is made, isn't it? That if you put one page on the top of the other page, you'll see the reflection in the background if the lights are right. So now you have these lines, okay, and these, okay, because the X, if you take a look at the X, let me take a look at the X is still not on line. But in some of these pictures, okay, if you do this right, the X comes out exactly in the middle of the line. If it comes out in the middle of the line, this is what it ends up doing. Makes the star system. If it comes up in the middle of the line. I don't want you to stare at me. I don't want you to walk the stairs. I don't want you to be at the monsters or stairs. Going on to another thing is, in French they say tonight is asseoir, but to sit down. Okay, a lady says to me, "Would you like to sit?" In French, she says asseoir. No, she said ce soir. So I was all mixed up. Ce soir, asseoir. It's almost like saying, "Do you have a USB plug-in?" USB. Oh, forget about that. Change the A for a B, right? Do you have a USA? A USB. Well, whatever. USC, University of Southern Cal. So we did over here. You understand how this is? The Magen David, there's different reasons for it. X and X is 20. V and V is 10. Line and line is 1. Line and line is 1. 1, 2, 3, 4 lines. 5, 10, 20, 10 plus 4, 2014. 9/11. The gateway to the seventh world. So we came back over here, and if you take a look at it, it's 1 and 3. 1, 8, 3. Church heaven, 83. Over here, because the digital circles, let me show you what digital circles are. Here's your digital circles, okay? But the reality of these circles is they're the middle of a circle you don't see. So this little dot, the period at the end of the line, okay, is actually the totality of whatever you drew inside the phrase or paraphrase, joining two worlds together, one period after the next. One period after the next. 888. One period after the next. I have a whole lot. This is a new book I started, and I am way behind. I wish I could show you. Where's that book? Where's that book? Yes, I've got this book, okay. And the front page was a doodle. I had this book on the lake on the weekend. I was in a boat, or what do you want to call it, and it got a little wet. I had to keep it in the front of the kayak as I kayaked and rode in the boat. It was really cool because I just wasn't paying attention to anything. Raphael, 7286 on a constellation of Pegasus. I just want to show you, I had a little accident. There you go. No, it wasn't on the boat. I fell through the chair painting. Raphael, 7286 in the constellation of Pegasus. Thanks to the doctors, I'm going to be good.